Welcome back to the Pain Game YouTube channel, and Anthony Joshua wants all the smoke right now, and I am here for it. We see him offering out Daniel Dubois at the face-off. He's FaceTiming Tyson Fury, sticking it on him. Even him and Froch are having a back and forth. Fuck me. We got a lot to cover in this episode. We'll start with the Daniel Dubois face-off.
I'm just ready to fight. Both of you have said that as well. Both of you said exactly the same thing. Yeah.
I know this is just a tiny little moment from Anthony Joshua, but the way he says this, it's like me licking my lips at a buffet. I'm just ready to eat. This is the attitude here.
Aside from belts, and aside from it being him, I'm just ready to fight.
It's the whole expression on his face of, I am going to fucking destroy this man. And he is not in the least bit worried about it. His energy right now is one of the most confident I've ever seen Anthony Joshua in my life. He is sat opposite his opponent. His opponent who was 8 years younger than him. This is the biggest age gap AJ has ever been the senior boxer in a fight. He doesn't look like it. This isn't some young, lion on the hill he's worried about at all. He's looking at him going, I am going to fucking destroy you. And he is licking his lips at the thought of it.
Both of you have said that as well.
Both of you. Both of you. The awkwardness and the tension in the room as Addy has to just lighten the mood a little. Well, both of you have said that. The tension is brilliant here.
Let's go. Let's go.
But let's wait till the 21st.
Yeah, not in me in the middle, please.
If he wants to swing, go. Let's go now.
Sharp, relax.
You see, this is the dominance right now. AJ looks at Daniel Dubois like little bro. I've been the king since you were even lacing gloves up, mate. What are we talking about here? So mentally, he is looking down at him. You're not on my level here. And look, that might be a mistake, but fuck me. I'm enjoying the energy. He definitely doesn't view Dubois as equal at all.
Relax.
If you want to go now, let's go.
Relax.
I do like the fact that Dubois is not blinking and he ain't showing any fear.
If you want to go now,
This chair across your face. Don't disrespect.
No, you can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't fucking AJ is saying, I'm going to smash this chair across your fucking face. He got serious there. That's a sign of like, if you're going to challenge my dominance, I'm willing to go as far as it needs to go, mate. Right fucking now. And I'll be honest, I didn't expect this level of like anger and tension between the two of them because they're both really good dudes. So I thought it'd be a bit more respectful, but I'm fucking here for this. Like,
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Don't disrespect.
You can't intimidate me.
Daniel, don't
Who do you
disrespect.
think you are?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this
love it. Love it. The fact that Daniel Dubois said, Anthony Joshua, who do you think you are? And AJ just stands up as if to say, I'll tell you who the fuck I am, mate. Right now. Frank Warren stands up as well. I don't know if he's going to get a dig in on AJ. I don't know what is he thinking?
Daniel, don't disrespect me. Can't put this face.
No,
don't disrespect me on my life.
No, it's okay.
I want this little boy. Don't disrespect me, bro.
No.
AJ said, don't disrespect me on my life, little boy. I've seen Daniel Dubois in person. The man is an absolute mountain, a beast of an athlete, right? The idea that anyone can call him a little boy is mental. But maybe AJ is the only one who can pull that off. And it goes back to what I said about the dynamic between the two of them. Anthony Joshua, when he met Daniel Dubois was just breaking into Team GB. AJ graduated, won gold medal, turned pro. He was king of the campus. And in his mind, you will always look up to me until you prove to me that that's no longer the case. And despite the win against Hrgovic from Dubois, which was a great win, arguably a better win than Anthony Joshua has had in terms of name value in quite some time, means nothing to AJ. You're the little boy here.
No. It's good.
Don't take disrespect lightly, Dan.
It's good.
Dan, don't take disrespect lightly, you know. Don't sit on the table telling me we can go now and do all of this and that. And try to call me out.
That look from AJ is, I'm ready to fucking go right now. Right fucking now. And look, I got to give credit to Dubois. He held his own, right? He didn't show any weakness at all. And that's what he's going to need on fight night. So let's get on to the FaceTime between AJ and Fury set up by Turkey Al Sheikh.
Champ, finish the job in 21 of December and look who waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Go on, I'm done. I'll get the fucking job done.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm waiting for you.
Either way, I'm waiting for you. And actually, AJ's first reaction was when Fury says, I'll get the job done, he goes, no, you won't. So AJ is fully confident in Usyk and that he's saying, either way, it's time.
In the first or the second quarter of 25, Okay, AJ waiting for you.
So Turkey said it himself there. Next year, AJ versus Fury in the first half of next year, it makes sense because providing AJ beats Daniel Dubois, he is then a world champion. So whatever happens between Fury and Usyk, obviously in an ideal scenario for AJ and Fury wins and he gets the 3 belts. AJ has 1 belt, then they unify everything for undisputed next year. That would be unbelievable. But regardless, people want to see Fury, AJ, and if Fury loses to Usyk, well then so what? Because AJ's lost to Usyk twice, Fury will have lost to Usyk twice. Who cares? We want to find out who the best of the rest is, who the king of the UK is, and it'll be for a world title anyway, so it's still a massive fight.
This can't wait.
I've got 2 of them as well.
Use them. Stop using this. Use these.
I love that. And honestly, AJ, I've never seen him look more confident in regards to Tyson Fury. I think he really fully believes now, I've got your number here.
I'll use them both on your face, you big ugly dustbin.
That was funny to be fair.
Listen, I've got to get the Usyk dealt with first again.
Again? You ain't dealt with it once yet.
Come on, man, you ain't dealt with it yet.
I'm not delusional.
Fury's manager chimed in with, you ain't dealt with him yet either. But AJ's response was, but I'm not delusional. Like, I know I lost. This guy is still acting like it was an easy fight. We'll get onto that later, by the way. I haven't forgotten about that. I was ill when that interview came out. Oh, don't you worry. We're getting onto that. AJ himself feels a lot more confident. And if you look at some of the quotes he's come out with, it really is quite evident. He said, I'm glad Fury isn't undisputed champion. I've always said he's an idiot. I love the honesty. He's very disrespectful and he has to step on people to make himself feel good. This for me is a direct response to when AJ lost to Andy Ruiz Jr. AJ was in a really low moment in that point and Tyson Fury did everything he could to capitalize, kick AJ when he was down and use that defeat as an explanation to everyone who'd listened to him, even on my podcast when he first came on, saying, see, that proves it. I don't have to fight AJ. He's shite. I've beat him all. I might as well have beat him already. He's no good. He's useless. And he really kicked AJ when he's down. And I feel like AJ's never forgotten that. The way he disrespected Usyk, rabbit this, middleweight that. It's not good for the sport. If I respect you and you respect me, we can lift this sport up and make people think we are the 2 most elite fighters in the world. But Fury will step on you to make you look like the guy who's just walked out of a pub. Then he goes and gets spanked. He deserves it. And I actually think Fury realized this right before the Usyk fight. If you remember, Fury changed his tune out of nowhere and started referring to Alexander Usyk instead of just some little jumped up middleweight rabbit as the best fighter I've ever faced. And all of a sudden his tune completely changed. That was fear. That was him going, fuck, if this guy whips my arse, which I think he might do, I'm going to then look stupid. I need to turn the tide now and start getting ahead of the publicity that's going to come my way. Didn't work because he made his bed and then he had to lie in it. AJ's also said about Fury, I don't mind anymore whether he wins or he loses. I just want to fight him. It's been dragging on. Fury ducks a lot of people. He doesn't fight many top tier people. He needs to get on with it and come and fight me and stop wasting my time. And speaking of time, this is the perfect time for Anthony Joshua to fight Tyson Fury if you're an Anthony Joshua fan. Because for me in the past, AJ has been in a lot of mental ups and downs. He's had to overcome his defeat against Andy Ruiz. Would that have been a bad time for him to take on a mental giant in Tyson Fury who would have come into that fight at that time with bags of confidence, belittling him, calling him the bodybuilder, etc., etc. Or even after the Usyk defeat where he had that little bit of a meltdown in the ring afterwards. It wouldn't have been the right time, and that was ironically when Fury was being the opportunist that he is and trying to set it up. But once in his life, because previously that had been a fucking nightmare when it comes to negotiating that fight. And even still, the deadlines and all of that were thrown in. But now, AJ has overcome a lot of those demons, and in the process, he's beaten fighters like Otto Wallin and Francis Ngannou, who Tyson Fury had not long since fought, and done it in devastating fashion and proved not only, am I beating your competition that you struggle with, but I'm doing it with ease. Fury, on the other hand, not the mental giant he once was. You could see after the Ngannou fight, looked humiliated. After and before the Usyk fight, did not look himself at all. This is the most mentally weak version of Fury we've seen to date, in my opinion. And I'm not saying he's mentally weak, I'm just saying he's weaker than what we've seen him in terms of confidence. Whereas AJ's confidence, when you look at how he's talking to Fury now, assertive, dominant state of mind, this is the perfect time for Anthony Joshua, along with the coach who knows Tyson Fury inside out. It's perfect timing to fight Tyson Fury. And speaking of Tyson, we are now going to watch that infamous interview where he refers to the Usyk fight as being easy. Well, this should be interesting.
I've watched the fight back lots of times, still got the same answer. I thought I won the fight, thought I did enough. Usyk knows that he did beat me.
I love the idea that Usyk's watching this interview at home with all of these belts next to him going, news to me, mate. I thought I won. Pretty sure I got my hand raised.
One of the judges had me winning by a round, one had him winning by a round, and that was the final decision. So
Tyson Fury could do 12 rounds and get the fuck beaten out of him every single round. He's still going to win one of the judges' scorecards. This man is so favoured by the powers that be in boxing, it's a joke. Anyone who thought Tyson Fury won that fight, who isn't affiliated with Tyson Fury, who is on the payroll, etc., because I know a lot of them will be lying and know that they're lying, and I don't take that personally. But anyone who classes themselves as some sort of boxing pundit who's supposed to be impartial in any way, shape, or form, and thinks genuinely that Tyson Fury won that fight, I'm not talking about being close or anything like that, won the fight, you don't know what the fuck you're looking at.
I always believe there's no good in crying over spilled milk. It's done now, it's in the past.
Don't cry over spilled ferocity. Well, nobody would, because it tastes like shit, probably, but...
I thought I boxed the head right off him.
I boxed the head off him. He literally got hit more times by Alexander Usyk than any fighter in any fight he's ever had before in his entire life. That would literally be the definition of having your head boxed off. You literally got your head punched all over the ring like a pinball at one point, pinging off the fucking ropes. Head boxed off. That's exactly what that looked like.
Obviously, he had landed a good punch in round 8 and busted my nose. Round 9, he had a 10-8 round, so that's 2, and I give him round 10 of all, but other than that...
Interesting way he just goes, he had a 10-8 round. Do you want to elaborate on what happened in that round for us? Because our memories are very clear, but we're worried about, can you remember Tyson? I wouldn't blame him if he couldn't, because he was getting the head boxed off him. The thing that does my head in is it's the fact that it's the denial. It's the inability to tell the truth, even when we've seen your body almost lifeless, just like disintegrating into the corner, and that you still just can't accept reality. What the fuck, mate? And I get maybe he's got to draw from some form of confidence in order to get himself back in the ring for the rematch. But we watched it as well, you know. We've seen it. He's talking about it as if some back alley pub fight that no one else was there for. It's on DAZN and YouTube. I can watch it whenever I want, mate. It's as if Usyk landed 3 good punches the whole fucking fight. Mental, this.
Give him round 8, round 9, round 10. But round 9 classes as 2, so 2, 3, 4. I'll give him 4 rounds in the fight.
He's actually saying he won 9 rounds. I mean, this is mental, by the way. Like, this is one of the worst reviews of a fighter's fight by a fighter I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen someone talk about a fight in a way that does not reflect reality more than this. Tyson Fury fans are wanting to believe that he can go in there and do a better performance. How can you draw any belief from this man speaking utter nonsense when he can't even acknowledge the reality of the first fight? It's an utter car crash. If we're being brutally honest, you could give Fury maybe rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 3. So like 5 rounds, maximum 5 rounds. I think 7 and 3 are very debatable, by the way. And then Usyk gets 7 rounds, minimum. And one of those is a 10-8. That is just brutally honest, by the way. That's not me being biased. That is the facts. And I've spoken to hardcore Fury fans who completely agree with me on this. I wonder when he's watching round 9, how he watches it. Does he like... Because it must be so hard for someone who's so proud that he can literally convince himself he's watching something completely different. But when that round happens, it must be a nightmare for him to sit through. I don't believe he can even sit through it. You can't be this delusional and have watched that round over and over again like he claims to. Because you know why? That round was not an accident. As some pundits online will have you believe, oh, Fury was winning the fight until he got caught. That's some of the narrative that the Fury Defense League will say to you. The reality is, Usyk did what Usyk always does. He sets you up for your downfall. Tony Bellew boxed fantastically on the back foot against Alexander Usyk. Won a few of the middle rounds, quite a lot. Looked really good. Do you know why he got caught? It's because he was being forced to operate at a significantly higher baseline level in terms of energy output to what he normally has to in order to win a fight. So normally Bellew and Fury, for example, can operate at a 6 out of 10 energy output per round and still go on to win a fight. They were forced to go to like an 8 out of 10, a 9 out of 10, and there's just not that many rounds left in them in order to sustain that, which is why by round 7, 8, 9, you see the dramatic decline in the footwork. You see him slowing down. So when he catches you, it's not catching you just with a lucky shot, is the way it's being worded. He's catching you because he set you up for your downfall. A mastermind at work here. Drained all that energy out of those legs and then put a beat down on him. And for him to ignore that and deny that now, it's embarrassing, man. We all watched it, mate. Take it like a man, like AJ did. Raise the hand of the better man and accept your defeat. And just like AJ said, don't be delusional, because delusion does not win fights. Acceptance, reality, putting the things that went wrong right. How can you put the things that went wrong right when you can't even admit what went wrong? Big problems there.
I've got to get him out of there because then I'm not going to get a decision, which is unfortunate because it's hard enough to win a fight just by winning it.
This is just such bollocks, mate. You're not going to win a decision because you're not going to outland him with power punches. He is going to throw more. He is going to land more. And therefore, he wins the points decision. It's all conspiracy, mate. Oh, I'm not going to get a decision because Ukraine's at war. All right, the conspiracy talk again. The one thing Fury has got right here is he needs a knockout because he's not as good a boxer as Usyk is. And that's the bottom line. You can't outbox him for 12 rounds, so you're going to have to plan the fight in a different way. And it takes a lot of balls. You are going to have to really go after him, knowing fine well, if I don't pull this off, I'm getting knocked out. And that is where we're going to really find out just how good Fury is. Because if he knocks out Usyk, that'll shut me right up, wouldn't it? But you know what? I'd say fair fucks. I wouldn't just chalk it off to excuses for Usyk like this guy does about making out like it's a fucking conspiracy that he lost a decision in which he got factually, statistically outboxed it. There's no fucking conspiracy about it, by the way. I can't believe all this time later, he still is not accepting reality. Mental.
My problem in that fight, I probably had too much fun.
Yeah.
It was probably too easy.
It's so David Brent. It's actually unbelievable. Probably too easy, if I'm honest. The fact that Tyson Fury had statistically the worst fight of his life. He got punched more times by Alexander Usyk than anyone has ever hit him, ever. And he comes out with, it's probably too easy, if I'm honest. I was having a bit too much fun in there. It didn't look like you were having fun. Let me tell you, from the first bell, it didn't look like there was anything fun about that experience for you, mate. And it also made a lot of sense why you've avoided that fight like the motherfucking plague since the day it was mentioned to you. He's probably fucking dreading this rematch, let me tell you. Dreading it. And he's sitting there going, probably too much fun. It just sort of proves now that whatever Fury says, think the opposite, and that's probably closer to the truth.
Paid the ultimate price in round 9 where I got a 10-8 round and got clipped. And that's what happens when you have too much fun.
You know what was fun? Watching it. It was very fun. I had the most fun I've ever had watching a fight. It was bloody brilliant. Let's finish on Call the Cobra. Froch, who's been giving it to Anthony Joshua for a while. AJ has obviously come out and called him a prick, and Froch ain't happy about it.
Me and Anthony Joshua had a conversation yesterday. Well, a little message back and forth. He was asked about the Cobra. Carl Froch, one-word answer. What did he say? He called me a prick. Prick? Me? Never been a prick, have I?
So Carl Froch messages AJ saying, who the fuck are you calling a prick? AJ says, because, ... I think you are. Froch replies, why? I just do, says AJ. Well, do something about it then, bitch, says Froch. Now, I've met Anthony Joshua. His hands are like shovels. The guy's a fucking mountain of a man. He's like the perfect punching machine designed by technology. He's like a robot, right? It's not normal, the gifts that this man has been given. Carl Froch doesn't give a fuck. I get that, right? He's a fighting man, as fighting man as they come. But the issue is like, these guys might actually bump into each other. This could get fucking serious. AJ replies, I don't like to talk too much. Froch replies, you've had plenty to say about me. AJ said, correct. Do something about it then. With a laughing face reply from Carl Froch. This is wild. I mean, there's been tension there. I think Froch obviously is critical of AJ at times. AJ has his own thought. There's the fact that they shared the same coach in Rob McCracken. There's history there. And it is bubbling. I don't know where the fuck this is going, but it's interesting. That's for damn sure. Because this could really kick off at an actual event sometime. Anyway, we'll wrap that up there on the Pain Game for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, always hit that like button for me. Don't forget to stay subscribed and let me know what you think in the comments below about all the fights we've talked about, all the drama, all the beef. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.